This company solved an everyday household problem, cleaning rugs, and developed a patented product that became a huge phenomenon within the past few years. They are a marketing machine and certainly disrupted a $15 billion industry within the US. Let's dive into Ruggable. Let's go. What's up, everyone? Sean Azari here with Matt Skopak.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome to Deep Dive, episode 17, where we find businesses like Ruggable and take a deep dive into their marketing and business strategy such that you can take away them and start implementing them within your business as well. I really love this company because many reasons. I've been studying them for the past year and a half. They are not a home decor company. They are a marketing company. It was founded in 2010 by Geneva Bell. And within the past few years, it really took off. They leveraged their influencer team completely well. Actually, before I even get into that, I want to actually read off some of their key members. And the way I found it is just going on LinkedIn, typing Ruggable, and show you who's actually in this team and get a really strong understanding how they're doing it. And by the way, realistically, if you're a startup, very expensive to hire a full team like this. But you look for companies that are doing it right, such that you look at their strategy so you can start mimicking them. And that's what we're gonna get into. So like some of the people that they have Linda, I forgot her last name, Linda. She's a chief marketing officer. They have a social media person, another marketing manager, a manager of marketing data and analytics, associate director of influencer and partnerships, creative director, a creative copywriter that is actually also a comedian, something we always talk about too, having a creative copywriter. They have also in the e-commerce, they have e-commerce paid social, a director of e-commerce, senior graphic designer, influencer coordinator, influence associate manager, and so forth. That's just I found on.
How many people are on their actual
list? At least 25 plus. That's just I just found on LinkedIn. Some people don't even update. Team. I'm telling you, these guys are very smart in what they're doing, maybe spending a little bit too much money because they just have their hands everywhere. But again, while we're deep diving into this business, really take in account how this company is really performing and just mimic a lot of these strategies. So anything else I left in context? Again, they're home decor based, I guess. They sell rugs, patent technology.
And their patent of the rug is basically a mat. I guess a pad underneath the rug, and then they have a polyurethane liner, and then they have actually almost like think about it as a rug, but it's really like a quilt that is attaches to the bottom two parts and basically protects the bottom pad from getting any spills, any stains, or anything like that on it. So it's easily washable, which is one of the key things here.
Key things that I keep in mind before we can dive into, because it's patented. People are like, oh, they have a patented technology. No offense, if even Ruggable's watching this, their product is not even that good. I've heard from a lot of customers. But because of their huge market, they're great with marketing, they're getting their hands everywhere. Their product is literally everywhere and it's affordable and so forth. So why don't we just dive into number one?
Let's go. Number one, leverage all social platforms that put you in front of your customer. And really what they do and what platform they really do well on is Pinterest. And that's something that we haven't talked about, I think, in any of the podcasts so far. So they are very big on Pinterest. And this makes sense, guys. I think they are a carpet company. Pinterest is big in home decor, home decorating. I know I use it when I was decorating my apartment. So they are very big on that. They were actually one of the first companies to add the shop button to the verified merchant service purposes.
Which came out this year in 2020.
And that allows you to have like a business profile that actually allows you to put like a video at the top. It also allows you to almost run an ad. And what I mean by ad is I think on theirs, they have a rug, and then once you click on the rug, you can then scroll through like 8 different icons of the rug. So it gives you enhanced capabilities to then show to your customers. So this is very important, and this is something that you could do. I talked about Sean with Reborn. I mean, for Pinterest, it's very big on art, home decor, and then maybe.
So at the end of the day, Pinterest is a search engine. What are people searching for and so forth,
Yep.
right? For rugs and home decor is like dining room
Rugs
ideas.
for my dining room, rugs for my kitchen.
Modern rugs and so forth. So you got to think outside the box of what people are searching for your product and make sense and create infographics such that people pin it and like ideas that you're giving them that solves a certain problem or gives some sort of inspiration, because that's what Pinterest is. It's really an inspiration a medium that people go on and search for certain things. So think in your customers' shoes. What are they searching for? What could they be searching for such that your content pops up?
So let's give an example here. So we talked about it. So if I'm searching for a kitchen rug we said Ruggable should create or has content out that says top 10 designs for your kitchen kitchen rugs. So that people see that, oh, let me see what these top 10s are, the top 10 choices. So that's how you use Pinterest and really leverage it.
And you could embed those infographics. So you have a nice infographic showcasing that. You embed that in your blog. So you drive traffic in your blog, and your blog will give them the top 10, or maybe a little explanation, a little briefs under each rug, and then they can shop right there. In addition, this verified merchant program is, again, fairly new. Maybe get familiar with it. I'm not really familiar with it as much, but I believe what it's going for, it's very similar to Facebook, is allowing people to buy on the Pinterest platform rather than just going on the site.
Redirecting them to the site.
And also allowing users to create dynamic product ads, which is very keen with Facebook and Instagram.
Absolutely.
Where when people visit your site, viewed a product within a catalog, they left, you could actually retarget them with that same product. So I think Pinterest is allowing you to do that, get more familiar with it. It's very new. And what we said in a few podcasts ago, when something's new, get right on top of it, because you want to be one of the first to leverage these platforms before everyone gets into it. So, Yep. Am I next?
You're next, number 2.
I didn't even get a breather there. Number 2, repurposing content strategically. A lot of businesses, what they do, actually, before I get to a lot of businesses, what Ruggable does really well, let's go back to Pinterest. They'll create infographics like how to choose a rug size for your dining room, right? It's a huge infographic, really easy to pretty much read, right? But they'll take that infographic, not just take a screenshot or like cut and paste it. They'll recreate it and put it on Instagram. If you're watching us a video, I'll show you an example to show how to choose your rug for your dining room. You swipe left, you get a nice infographic for a certain dining room size, right? And then they'll give you the dining room rug measurements for that size, and then you swipe right for another size and so forth. So they do that a lot. I see that a lot. They leverage carousels a lot. They leverage their IG story highlights a lot. Again, look for high performing creatives, right? And then repurpose them in other platforms, because they'll probably perform well there as in addition. Also, I've seen they also take a lot of that content, not the same form, but they'll retell the story visually, and they'll embed it in their email campaigns, which is another way of obviously providing valuable guides and creating content.
Similar to Warby Parker.
And Casper.
And Casper. So it's all creating content that will help your customer, and then also getting yourself in front of your customer. So that's a great point. Number 3, leverage not only influencers, but professionals that relate to your industry. So this is something that we haven't really talked about other than I think when we did Yeti, is not only focusing on influencers on all the social media platforms, but professionals in that industry. So what Ruggable uses, they use interior designers to also talk about their product. They use professional dog trainers because the number one thing and how the company was created is because dogs obviously go to the bathroom on the carpets and ruining the carpets. So Ruggable is an option to help people that have pets. Also home decorators, we know, like Martha Stewart and things like that. So those are all professionals that Ruggable, I'm not saying they use Martha Stewart, but they use professionals in the industry to help talk about Ruggable, the designs that they have, and kind of almost review and give, authenticity and give proof of concept to the company, so that you see, hey, this interior decorator recommends Ruggable, it must be a good product.
It's also great for SEO purposes, especially if it's a popular or very credible interior designer that people trust and so forth. If they're popping up in your blog, giving recommendations, styling tips and so forth, that's a huge win for you. It's also a huge win for them. But you want to leverage professionals, again, like you said, to showcase your product in different settings and so forth. So however strategic way you want to put it is look for people that are expert within your field and build strong partnerships
Yes.
with them.
Yep.
So these are very different from influencers. The
Definitely.
influencers is just,
Very
it's another
influencers.
strategy as well.
And when
which they
Sean
do.
says it helps elevate your SEO, SEO is based upon what is in the search. So anytime you have, or you're in blogs, you're in articles, or have any type of magazine things, that helps rank your website or your company higher when people search for it. So that's what we mean by SEO.
Awesome. This is
Number 4.
Number 4, to be very basic and really quick, is use strong thumbnails or cover photos when running videos as your ad creatives.
Yep. Very simple, but very, very important.
Ruggable, so when you're looking at their ad, when I was looking at their ad library yesterday, but I've been, again, extracting a lot of their ads, you'll see one of their ads is literally cranberry splattering all of the rug, but it's like in the middle of the splatter. You see it's like in the sky, and like half of it went on the rug, right? And then right on the thumbnail, like the text says, outdoor rugs that are washable. So when you're scrolling on your feed, right, on Instagram and Facebook, that's the first thing they see. That's gonna capture their attention. So what do I see other brands doing? I see it a lot, even organically when people are doing regular posts on their feed, they forget to choose a cover photo. And cover photos, or a video frame they call it, like they select a thumbnail within the video, is very important because that's gonna capture the user's attention. So some people are doing a full black screen, like it's because it's the end or the start. And when you're posting or when you're running the ad, the first thing they see is a black screen. That is not okay. I mean, obviously you're gonna be wasting a lot of money. You're gonna lose a lot of attention. You're gonna get probably impressions because you're gonna reach people, right? But people are not watching it. So make sure you're creating thumbnails. And this is where A/B testing that we talk about all the time, right? Yeah. People A/B test thumbnails, right? It could be the same video, but a different thumbnail, and see which one converts better, which one is getting more engagement, and so forth. So strong thumbnails is key.
That's great. Yep, great point. That's a great point. Number 5, when creating a company name or slogan, take into consideration SEO strategy. And what I mean by that is Ruggable probably is one of the best I've heard and have seen in this. So when you spill something on the rug, what are you gonna search? You're gonna say cleaning your rug or washing your rug. And now let's think about Ruggable. We have rug in the name, and then also their slogan is what? The washable rug.
One of those machine washable rugs.
Yeah, exactly. So now they just hit the SEO of the most searched term regarding rugs in their name and their slogan, and they hit multiple words in each. So when we do this is when you create a brand or when you create a slogan, make sure you take into consideration the SEO and what people will be searching for, because when your company is named something that's searched or it has it in the slogan, it will definitely be very much more successful when individuals search for it and when you come up.
Best way of doing this is reverse engineer
and
the customer and what people are searching for. You could use tools like ahref.com. I believe another thing is Uber Suggest. Like you could search for keywords what people are searching for. One of the things that people do really search for a lot within the US and Canada is cleaning rugs. They get about 31,000 monthly searches a month. So think about that. So now within their whole website, it's all about washing rugs, cleaning rugs. They're all text, which if you're not familiar with, you could create text within an image. It could be the rug name, washable rug. It's all gonna help your SEO purposes as well. So that is key. Yes, before you're creating a brand and so forth, try to look for things that are searchable. If you could add in your slogan, I forgot what the title bar on your website and so forth. So that's gonna be
keywords,
really,
things like that.
Really big.
And why is this important, guys? Like we've always said, and the biggest thing that we can say, to gain sales without spending in marketing. So if you can improve your SEO and how often and how high you come up, that's less money you'll have to spend on marketing for revenue. So
Number six, leverage Facebook Brand Manager when working with content creators and influencers. We talk about influencer marketing a lot. They are huge on influencer marketing. I don't want to get too much into detail of how they do it, because we talk about it all the time. However, what I really like, what we don't talk about, is a Facebook Brand Manager. And what they do is they create project briefs, which you can do, right? Google, if I were you, Google Facebook Brand Manager, I believe you could just apply really quick and get access to the platform. You create a project brief. You could, once you create the project brief, content creators, or you could reach out to content creators, influencers, to see if you could do a paid collaboration or a product exchange, right? And what you could do within that platform, as long as they tag you as a business partner, like a paid sponsorship by this, right?
Yeah.
You could then promote that piece of content as long as they post it on their feed, right? Across either their audience, so more people see it, or across your audience as well. So what does that do? Think about this. Now, and I actually yet to do this. I still actually created a project brief in the past. A lot of people didn't
So
bite
where do
to
you
it.
go to create it first?
The Facebook Brand Manager.
So where do you find that? Do you just Google
I just like
search
Google
Facebook
Facebook Brand Manager. You could find it
Okay,
in
and it
Facebook, but it's
pops up.
it's much
Gotcha.
easier to find it like that. So what does that do? Now imagine you're seeing, because when you're advertising as a brand, right, you're seeing everything coming from your feed, right? You could even repurpose content, right, and put a review in the caption. However, it's still coming from your feed. It's still saying Ruggable, for instance, this company. It'll just say 5 stars, review by. But you know what's more strategic is promoting another person that said something about your product. For instance, they say, oh my God, just got Ruggable, love the texture, love how I clean my rugs, whatever. And then they're promoting across their audience or Ruggable's audience, but people are seeing it coming from that person. Not Ruggable, it's coming from that person. Now, I've seen also a company called, I think I keep remembering, Gully, a hair company.
Gali, I think it is Goli.
They're so strategic.
Gummy, the red gummies that I guess promote hair growth.
And because I clicked on something, all of a sudden my Facebook feed, I just saw basically 30 content creators promoting the same thing, right? Just different users, but it's not coming from them. It's just promoting I just saw my feed was just like bombarded by their product, adding more credibility, seeing all these people using it, talking about it and so forth, and what you can do after that, then repurpose it. You could then take all those people, right, create a collection ad maybe or something like over 5,000 reviews or something, whatever, or hundreds of reviews, and use repurpose their content onto your feed and then advertise there as well. So definitely look at Facebook Brand Manager. I believe it came out a year or two, probably 2 years ago now at this point. Time's moving fast, but and check it out.
All right. I think that's all we got.
That's all? No. I want to add a little bit more.
To add a couple more.
Again, because I've been studying this.
Sean is very, very knowledgeable in this industry. Obviously, this is something that he specializes in.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of knowledge. So if anyone does have questions, this is the guy for those questions, especially in terms of marketing for home decor, especially for rugs.
So
not to make his head too big, but as he
appreciate
blushes.
that, Matt. I appreciate that. I love
He
that.
never
Thank
blushes.
you. So they have a strong email marketing flow. So have a strong email marketing flow. That's obvious, right? But what do? First of all, sign up for it and try to mimic a lot of strategies. I've done it for Reborn actually. Their welcome flow. Let me tell you this, how their welcome flow. You get like an intro to their brand. I'm actually gonna pull something out right now.
While he does that, guys, this is very important now that he says that. If you are a new company and you have a competitor that obviously has more funds, more staff than you, sign up for their brand and see and understand how they do their workflow, how they send emails, who they send emails, their language, and replicate that for your company. You're not there where you can spend money to basically have other people do that. So learn from who does it well and learn from the best and implement it on your side.
25 people. So let's say their welcome flow. And by the way, I actually screenshot a lot of this. They changed it up. They actually changed it up recently when I subscribed yesterday, which gave me more ideas like, oh, I need to really change my welcome flow based on relevancy and stuff that I've been doing and so forth. So welcome flow, first email you get, you've got great taste. Love the subject line. I think I just mimicked that subject line as well through A/B testing. Love their creatives, came up with something similar to their creative as well that fit my brand, my art company as well. Then within a few days later, again, in my document, right, that's 2 days later, so I understand their logic, all right? 7 reasons why you need Ruggable. Giving me ideas why I need it. Why do I need it, right? Giving me an idea, okay?
They're warming
Why do
him
I
up.
need it?
It's a great funnel. They're warming him up. They're introducing the brand. Then they're saying why you need it.
And because I didn't purchase yet, all right, I'm still in that flow. Unless I purchase, then I'm in another flow, right? So, and this is all they use Klaviyo for this. Email 3 within, I believe I put in within probably 4 days after, the reviews are in. Now adding credibility, right? Showing me some reviews, showing their 5 stars. They have awesome creatives that go along with it, like nice imagery and showcasing that.
And you're probably at the same time right now, probably getting blasted on Facebook and Instagram with their ads and of their reviews. So this is all in
The omni-channel strategy. So you're seeing it everywhere.
You're seeing it everywhere.
Their 4th email, explore our best sellers. These are actually their
Now,
subject
see,
lines that I copied.
Now that's the call to action right there. That's what we call the call of action to, hey, take a look at what we have to offer now. We have already shown you that we're proven, we're authentic. We introduce you to the brand. So that's exactly a perfect, they call it basically a what funnel, a customer funnel. So
Email 5, your offer expires soon. It's still in purchase. Now your offer is about to expire. It's about to be too late. Time's clicking. So again, the flows go on within the browse and abandonment flow, which is when you actually looked at a piece of product where they just send you
put
another
it into
email.
the cart and you left it there.
That's an abandoned cart flow. That's another flow, but there's all these flows. So I'm actually thinking about it purchasing, even though I'm not a fan of their product, purchase their product just to see their post-purchase flow because I don't know it yet. But this is actually a smart tactic I've heard a lot of marketers do, a lot of CEOs have done. They purchase products just to see what the flow is all about.
Yep.
Our mutual friend Arvin does that a lot.
Yes.
He'll purchase something just to see how the customer journey is, what type of emails they're getting back, or he's getting from them after their post-purchase.
And this helps you too, guys. Like this actually, like it's proven that shows probably gives you it captures at least maybe 3, 4, 5% higher customers than just emailing general statements or not emailing at all. So it's definitely very helpful. But that's a great tip.
I think that's it. Guys, I hope you liked this episode. If you did, hit the thumbs up button if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're hearing this on iTunes or Spotify, give us a 5-star rating. We would really appreciate it. Or just, write a review. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below or tweet us. We have at @mscopac and you have at Sean_Azari. And we're looking forward to hearing from you next week.
Yes.
Take care.
Have a good night. Later, guys.